Okay, now let's get to the big deal. We're going to be doing longer videos because we want to dig around and see what's coming for the collective in general. Okay? Bear with me. Bear with me. You want to go ahead and scooch past the shuffling. That's on you, okay? I know it's boring. And then to hear all the clanking, I understand. My hands are really small, guys, so I don't do all this fancy pants type of shuffling. I've tried, but as you see, it's already falling out of my hands. And the reason, again, I inherited my mother's hands, and they're very small. Very, very small. So good old-fashioned shuffle is the only thing I can do. I can do this, but that's about it. So I don't do the dealer type of riffle that can't do it to save my life. Okay, wish I could be fancy for you, but I'm not. Okay, Libra Collective, that's what, woo, okay. Like I said, my hands are really small. Libra Collective, that's what we're here for. We want to know what's coming in general for our Libras. Please and thank you. We need messages for our Libras. Please and thank you. Sometimes they only want a little bit, and sometimes they want to give us a whole bunch. Ooh, that one I'm going to take because it flipped and then flipped right back in. Oh, no, too many. Like I said, too many. I'm not even going to look at them. Well, there you go. They're like, you know what? I said I want to be heard. Like, okay, then. Let's have it your way, Burger King. All right. I don't remember the name of these. I think it's like Gilded Tarot, maybe? Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Okay, overall theme that you've been dealing with is the Seven of Wands. Now, also see the Five of Wands. Why I'm bringing this up before I even do the reading in general is because they're important overall themes, because this is at the bottom of the deck. That means you in general, I'm talking about in general, because remember, this is a general reading. I can't read for all Libras at the same time and be super accurate, because everybody has a distinct vibrational energy out there, just like I do. So I can read, and overall, if it matches your story, great. If it doesn't, leave it, let it go for someone else. If you know somebody's going through this, pass it on, share it with them. Nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is overall theme, there's a change that's trying to happen here. And it looks like you're making it harder than it has to be. And there is a secret involved. So whoever it is that this is talking to specifically, obviously, again, can't be talking to all of you out there that are keeping secrets, but whoever's keeping a secret, whoever thinks that if it's just keep it a secret. Just, you know, when I was a kid, one of the cartoons we used to watch on Saturday morning, and I think that cartoon played all the way until when my kids were kids. It was the story of the little boy that's walking by the dike, right? And the dike starts spurting out water, right? Water keeps coming out. So the water's coming out, and the little boy gets scared. So he sticks a finger in there, and then another one erupts, and he's sticking another finger, and then all of a sudden, you know, it looks like the Twister game, right? That's what happens. Whoever's out there needs to hear this. That's what happens when you literally keep secrets. Either the secret gets bigger, right? Went from a 5 to 7. So either the secret gets bigger or more convoluted. So instead of making yourself, I guess you thought the secret was going to make your life easier, it literally is compounding the issues. So this secret is going to, it looks like it's erupting like a volcano. And sooner or later, you're just going to have a hot mess of lava at your feet. Be warned. I'm getting off that soapbox because that's not what I'm here for. That's a side message for somebody going through this out there. Take care of your business because it's about to get messy if it hasn't already. Okay. These fell out. And then the last three were like, I told you I want to be heard. So I'm like, Spirit, quit being bossy bear. You're not the boss of me. So anyway, the first card that we see is a card of change. That's what this represents. Now, a lot of tarot readers, I was going to say Libras, which I am. A lot of tarot readers side skirt death, right? because sometimes it does, once in a while, it does come out that it's an actual death. And it's hard for us to discuss that with our clients. You know, I'm talking about one-on-one with our clients. It's a very difficult subject to discuss with a client. But in this instance, we're talking generalities, and this is just talking about a change is trying to come about, Libras, okay? So that's a change, and death is bringing it and knocking at our door. And as you saw the way the cards were falling out, it's like, look, this change is necessary. This change was supposed to happen yesterday, last year, 10 years ago, and you're still not wanting to listen. So guess what? In your face, we're coming back around, but this time it's a spiritual severance, or a spiritual ending, if you will, that has to happen. And it's just going to happen, period. When God takes over, there's no more, I can't make a decision. I can't decide. I don't know what's best. Which way do I go, left or right? There's a fork in the road. One is equally better than the other. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to get hurt. Change is difficult. I'm scared to change. I don't want to make the wrong move. I mean, all of these scenarios could be something that someone out there is thinking. But look at this change. This is the first card. So the first card for me is always a theme. It's always an overall theme of what is trying to come about. Okay, what it's all about. What is the reading all about? What is the topic, right? So change is imminent. It's not whether you want the change, it's going to happen. Look what it brings, guys. I'm so scared. I'd rather just keep everything a secret or keep it under wraps. I can't make a change. Guess what? Look. 9 of Cups. You become more happy after the explosive ending, or after the letting go, or after actually accepting a change. Earlier on the 2-minute reading, the theme was, within the video, the theme was not making a decision is also making a decision. So if I decide to sit here all day, I have appointments, by the way, today. That's why you're getting all these back-to-back videos right now, because I have appointments. This girl is trying to get things done, right? If I sit here all day long, even though I have appointments, and I say, fuck it, I got my coffee, I got my Libra babies to keep me company, I'm not leaving this chair. I'm not combing my hair today. I'm not getting out of my jammies. I'm sitting right here. That's a fucking decision. I'm sorry if you don't like cursing, but like I said in that prior video, I'm real, and I'm keeping it real. Somebody out there thinks they're slick, or they're so used to not making decisions that they think that the universe hasn't noticed. And the universe is saying, you're still going to make a decision, because we're going to force you to. That decision, it's like in the old days. And I noticed that men are following me more than women. I don't know why, but thank you all the same, because I'll take every view and like that I can get. Subscriptions, please share, please. Thank you. So I see that a lot of folks are within my age group. So most of you probably have heard of baby Percy, and can attest to the fact that you were given baby Percy for every, excuse my French here, for every fucking thing that ailed you. If you had a stomach ache, they gave you castor oil, or they gave you baby Percy. If you had a headache, they gave you castor oil or baby Percy. If you had a cough, they gave you castor oil or baby, you get my drift, right? So that's what that's what the universe is doing right now. The universe is saying, oh yeah, you're not gonna move? Well, guess what? It's like in poker. Oh, I see you and I raise you. You will fucking move. You will fucking make a decision, because guess what? It's out of your control now. I'm making the decision for you. So this change is coming about. And again, for those that don't curse, I'm not Mother Teresa. I love Mother Teresa and all she did for the poor. So when I use terms like that, please take them with a grain of salt. she dedicated herself to be amongst the poorest of the poor. And Lord God knows that I've done some of that, but that's a story for another day. But in this instance, God, Spirit, the great I am, is saying enough is fucking enough. And for those that don't think God, Jesus, gets angry, the Bible is filled with curses and times when God literally annihilated people, a whole people, and when Jesus turned over the tables in the synagogue. So don't come at me and say, well, why are you're presenting something that we should listen to and it's godly and blah blah blah, you shouldn't curse. Well, guess what? In the real world, people curse. They curse. We can put little plugs in there all day long if we want to. Long time ago, short story, long time ago, I was married to a Southern Baptist person. And that person couldn't even go to the grocery store because if there were women with bathing suits, the swimsuit edition of People magazine and things like that, he'd go and turn it over. If we had a disagreement, he'd park the car in the middle of the road and get on his knees. What a freaking hypocrite. We're living as humans. We're going to err. Okay? Getting off my soapbox. All right. If I say he's not my husband, huh? So, you gotta just be real. Keep it real with people. They like you more when you keep it real than when you act like they say in Spanish, como una pajecita. Oh, I'm such a Christian. I'm so good. I'm in church all the time. I'm always praying. Yeah, I am, but that's none of your beeswax. So anyway, the change is coming regardless. The change is coming because you couldn't make a decision. Now the universe is saying, that's okay. You don't have good decision making skills in your personal life? Well, guess what? Surprise! I'm making it for you. Okay? That comes along with decision making, comes along with messages that come your way. Again, these messages are promising something really good. But sometimes we are hindering ourselves because we don't want to make the decision because of fear. And then all of a sudden the change comes and then we're like, damn, that change was good. Why didn't I make this decision a long time ago? That's why God steps in, because have you ever seen anybody at the damn end of the pool, the deep end, and they're standing on the gosh darn diving board? I'm doing this to remind myself. Diving board. Or like in the military, we had exercises where we had to jump off of things, and that person was so afraid. I'm afraid of heights. Okay, so I feel like I'm okay to talk about this because I have perspective on it. And you hesitate, you stop. Sometimes you stop and you are paralyzed with fear, right? You are paralyzed to make a decision because fear gets in the way. Fear is overwhelming. So God comes in and says, push. Oh, that's not so bad, huh? I know I've come out of the deep end of the pool going, doing my little doggy paddle, but I survived. That's the point. In most instances, you won't only survive. You're going to thrive after that. But you won't make the fucking decision. That's why I'm always using the term shit or get off the pot. Somebody is in the restroom for hours and hours and hours. I had a brother that would fall asleep in the bathtub while he was taking a bath. So everybody in the house was like, ooh, doing the dance. Shit or get off the pot, guys. Come on. Keep it real. Okay? So something that you don't want to make a decision on is actually going to be for your greater good. It brings you happiness. Your cups are filled. I always like to look at this twofold, this particular card, the Nine of Cups. I always like to say these cups are brimming, and cups can be filled with wine, gems, gold. What do you want? Coins? It can be filled with whatever the hell you want to put in there. Okay? And it's coming fast because it's coming on the night, the tail, the skirts of the Knight of Wands. So it's coming fast. Look at that. So whatever it is that you've been looking for, help-wise, Maybe you do need a job. Maybe you do need guidance. Whatever it is, you're going to be given the help that you need. Again, the perpetual. Look at it as a juggler. A juggler that's a good juggler, unfortunately, I have to say it that way. Nothing falls. Things are always in motion. But guess what? In this instance, the juggler, right? The two of coins, is an indecision. So again, we're back to the indecision. Oh no, very scary. What about me? Make the freaking decision already, or don't. Or don't. The only person you're hurting is yourself. Trust me when I tell you that. Unless you have a husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father, children, co-workers, or even workers, employees that are going to be affected by your non-decision making, then you're only hurting yourself. So God has already told me to show you, you're getting the help with this change. You're getting what you want. You will be happy that this change came about. It's coming rather swiftly on the skirts of the Knight of Wands. Wands are fire. Fire is energy that moves fast. And it's promising a new life, a new way of life for you. I don't know if I want it. Well, then don't do it. But what I want you to take away from this storyline today is that the change that's coming is a good one if you allow it. If you don't allow it, you're going to remain in this status for the rest of your life or the rest of this season that this decision is being posed to you. Now, if it's a decision that you haven't made in the last 10 years, then you already know it's going to be long lasting for the rest of your life. It's a life-changing decision. If you know that it's a decision that's in reference to others that you need to make a decision about, and it's only been, a week, then again, this could affect the rest of your life, your career, your business, whatever it is. But the choice is yours not to make a decision, but you're already boring people. You're boring people with your non-decision. People are losing interest, whether they're employees or family members or children or whatever it is, dogs, cats, cows, whatever it is that you're not making a decision on, you're boring people already because even God is like, there's no hope for you. So again, I'm not trying to piss people off here. This is very specific, and I try to stay away from being too specific and keep it more general for people. But for whatever reason, God is putting these cards, and you saw the way they jumped out of the deck twice because I put them in and then they freaking fell out again. So somebody really needs to hear this. It's like the Bible. I think I don't remember if it's Proverbs or Ecclesiastics. Anybody out there that wants to put it in the comments, I'm fine with it because I don't have time right this moment. I gotta go brush my hair, brush my teeth. Yeah, I haven't brushed my teeth. I don't brush my teeth before coffee. It tastes nasty. But it's like, I think it's Ecclesiastics, and it says, there's a time to move and a time not to move, and, action, inaction. There's a time for birth. There's a time for death. There's a time for war. There's a time for peace. You get it, right? And it just feels to me like, I'm going to use this scenario. Please don't hate me out there. Anybody that has this disability, I love you to pieces. And my heart goes out to you, especially our veterans. What I see here, it might be one person I'm talking to. It might be a whole school filled of people I'm talking to. Okay? But you need to hear this once and for all. Unlike our brothers and sisters that were either born that way or through war have been rendered incapacitated to the point of being paralyzed and left rendered in a wheelchair or bedridden, you have a choice. You have a choice to move. You have a choice to stop this process from being so overwhelming and perpetual. You have a choice, but you decide to leave this in a perpetual coinage in the air type of attitude. So this is what I have to say to you, not because I wish this on you, but because I know it to be true. A lot of ailments, and I'm talking about in the spiritual realm, a lot of ailments are real and come about because people do have medical issues, which please go see a doctor. But there are times when you go see a doctor and they run tests after test after test after test after test exhaustively. And there's nothing, because you're doing it to your own body. You're implanting within your DNA this negative energy that grows. Remember, what is the saying? What did Einstein say and other greats? Wherever you lend your energy, that's what grows. So if it's in the negative, it grows. If it's in the positive, it grows. If it's in the indecision, it grows. So other things that I've been telling people, and again, I'm not a doctor, go see a doctor. You can have issues like a bleeding ulcer because of all the acid, the indigestion. You can be like me. I gained all this weight because of stress. Yes, it happens. Your body is no longer in homeostasis, and it's imbalanced. And the longer that you stay in the fight or flight, because that's what this indecision is, you stay in that fight or flight position indefinitely, that's not good for your system. Not only is all that cortisol being built up, but also the adrenaline, that constant fight or flight. Your hormones, the excretion of those hormones is a constant. So your body doesn't know when it's really in danger anymore. So it releases it all the time. Think about what you're doing to your body. So the point is that the longer that you stay in this, 10 years, 20 years, I got the Massachusetts girl inside my mouth, a year, 3 months, 3 weeks. The longer you stay in this position, you can do harm to your body, to your actual physical body. And then think about what you're doing to your brain. You're adapting your brain to think in the fight or flight all the time. So you have severe anxiety, you have mood swings, you're irritable, you're grumpy, and nobody wants to be around you. Not even, I have a saying about myself that when I get into those virinchis, I can't even stand myself. So I wouldn't expect anybody else to. So can you imagine somebody that stays in this position for years? Only a mother could love, as they say. Anyway, I'm getting off my soapbox. That is your message for whatever dear Libras are out there that feel like, I don't need to make a decision. Yeah, you do. Because the universe is coming and pulling that rug out from under you and saying, surprise! Now what? Are you going to swim? Oh shit, they want to keep talking. You want to swim, or you're going to sink? Can't be on your face anymore. We're not protecting you anymore like that. You're not a baby. We can't guard you that way. You're not under 15 and don't know what you're doing, so to speak. We're not protecting you that way. Shit, these people want to keep talking. I love them, but Jesus. Okay, here we go. Third scenario. Oh my God. Again, I can't make this shit up, guys. For those that think I'm full of shit and why didn't she just be quiet? Well, first of all, welcome to my channel. I don't know how to shut up. The whole premise is for me to speak so you can listen. And if you don't want to listen, bye, Felicia, Felipe, Pepito, Pepita, Maria, Juanita. Adios, muchachos. Freaking tower. The death card came out and said, make a decision or it'll be made for you. And now you have the freaking tower. I told you, make the decision. Because if not, dun, 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 we will make it for you. The King of Coins, okay? This king, I love him. When he is balanced, sorry, I was daydreaming. This King of Coins, when he is balanced, and I'm going to say he because it's presenting on the card as a he. He's so squishy. Like, imagine a teddy bear kind of male, right? That you can just jump into his arms or just fall into his chest and just kind of smother your face into his chest and just be there. Because he's so strong and he's so sturdy, right? He's so sturdy. He's wise. Why do you think he has so many coins? Because he learned how to budget, how to grow things, right? So he's secure. But if you notice, look, he's got his hand on his sword, but his sword is not out. He knows his quiet reserve is enough. He doesn't, look, he's not even afraid. He's got his coin in front of him. But he does have his hand on the sword. I dare you to come and try to touch what I have. So this is a sturdy king, a very wise, secure king. If we're looking at it for both male and female people, Libras, individuals that are out there, love you babies, you're being asked to embody this king and the attributes. Be strong, be wise, be sturdy. Don't be afraid. Be secure within yourself. Stand strong and firm. Okay? Look at that. Money grows. So for those that are always feeling like, if I make this decision, I'm going to lose money. Guess what? Your money will grow. Your money will grow. Your money will grow. So if you spend $10, your money will grow. And for all you know, it'll grow into $40. If you spend $40, for all you know, it'll grow into $4,000. You get my drift. It's going to grow. Stop sweating the small things. You know, an ex-boyfriend a long time ago told me that. Said, you know, people need to stop sweating the small things. It's the little things that get you down, but it's the little things that count. He was wise. Shout out to Moses. Okay, again coming about with the Knight of Wands. Telling you, people, once this decision is made, forcibly for some of you, you become even stronger and sturdier. If I had to have any of the kings, and I was the Empress, for example, we all know what the Empress embodies, right? Mother to all humanity, loving, giving, fruitful woman. Even if she can no longer have children, she's still the most loving and beautiful woman because she embodies all four queens. If I was the Empress, this is the king I'd want. Able to make decisions, sturdy, not too headstrong, but not weak. Every woman out there, for those that don't know this, unless you're a very alpha female, every woman out there that's balanced and normal, not an alpha female, I'm a Sigma, just putting it out there, want this man. He's a good provider. If you're a traditional woman, he's balanced, he's fair, he's just, even though he's not the King of Swords, but he's just because he can be compassionate, loving. If we can look at him like a King David sort of man, he's very good. Although King David and King Solomon are more of the kings that are swords, right? But King David in the beginning, he was a very sturdy, forthright, very compassionate, and very giving, loving man that was very fruitful. God blessed him and blessed him and blessed him. Hopefully this message wasn't too squirrely and out there for everyone. It looks like they gave us 3 different scenarios, so see where you fit, and if you don't fit, join us next time and maybe the cards will give you a message that does fit. Or please do check out my shorts that I do daily. I do Moonology at least once a day to give us a theme overall of the day, and then I've been filming here and there different scenarios like outcomes or yes or no questions, so check those out. And for those that got upset about the road trips and me speaking on bumper stickers, you know, maybe you need to take a page out of your own book of all the advice you gave me and chill out. It's not that crucial. You know, when comedians come online, let's say, and I'm not saying I'm a comedian, guys, so don't. Everybody twists everything nowadays. You guys are just way too sensitive. But even when comedians come out, I don't agree with everything. So I just switch channels. Switch channels. Right now, what's hot, and I love it, and I've been posting things on purpose to just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just silly. I'm just a silly girl. And Michael Myers, the Black Michael Myers, that is so fucking hilarious. I love their skits, and I love watching them, and that's where I got wiped me off. With the underwear, in case people don't get the gist, is I don't wear underwear that big. And it just, out of the whole song, black, caramel, light skin, red bone, somebody trying to steal my underwear. That's what stuck to this silly girl, trying to steal my underwear. So that's why I posted that. Again, guys, life is so fucking serious. We only have from age 0, most of us, to, let's just keep it real. I'm going to say 100, but most of us only have from 0 to maybe 80 to be on this earth. Now, I'm already 60. So do you really think I'm going to give a hoot and a holler about you trying to make me feel bad, about me laughing about a bumper sticker that says, be patient, I'm a student driver, and the person's all by themselves? As a matter of fact, you're going to make me laugh at you because it's so idiotic. It's so idiotic. It's as idiotic as me driving around with a blow-up doll or a mannequin in the passenger seat to keep me company. Because I'm by myself. You get the gist. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Have a beautiful day. Have a cherry-filled day. Or, ooh, a banana split kind of day with cherry on top after they put the whipped cream and sprinkled with nuts. Let it be your sunshine. Love you guys. Make the decision. Stop being a procrastinator. God is going to pull that rug out from under you. Love you, Libras. Bye.